There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Woo! What a fight. What a night. New undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk, not Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk. Live here on One Round with George. I got 4 people, so I'm good. I know everyone's doing a live. Everyone's talking about this fight. Everybody should be talking about this fight. Split decision, man. I thought that it was going to be a draw. I thought Usyk won the fight. It's crazy though, and I was rooting for Usyk. So I'm terrible when it comes to picking fights because I always pick the guys I like. I don't use my head. So I was picking Usyk, but I thought he lost 5 of the first 6 rounds. And then he turned it around. I had it 114-113. That was my score. 114-113. Matthew, how's it going? Slava Usyk, Slava Ukraine. There you go. Boxing analyst, expecting Usyk to announce retirement next. Is that so? I saw what he said. They were talking about the rematch. So be it if he retires. I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't retire, but I'm telling you, I thought Usyk, and I'm pulling for Usyk in this fight. I thought he was down 5-1, and he came back. He had that, just the 9th round was AP the Great. I had Fury. Doesn't really matter, does it? Usyk won the fight. Yeah, they're talking about the rematch already. I thought Fury lost. I thought he lost. I thought he showed heart. And that 9th round, when he got knocked down, well, when the ref finally caught, I felt like the ref gave Fury so much time. He gave him so much time. Can we stop, though, with the Fury can beat every fighter in history in the heavyweight division? Like, just stop. Just stop. No, he couldn't. He'd be a tough matchup because he's big. But let's just stop that. AP the Great. Everyone has opinions. No, you're right, but he lost. I mean, I hear you because I thought guys have won the fights, but it's unfortunately whatever the judges say. And I thought that I thought that Fury lost. I'm happy that he lost. Usyk fought a good fight. I thought Fury. There were moments in the first half that my daughter who picked Fury. My daughter picked Fury. My wife and I picked Usyk. But my daughter picked Fury, but she's glad that Usyk won. So there you go. Let's go, Usyk. Hey, shout out Matthew. I bet you see Tyson Fury retire and fuse. No, I don't think Fury will retire. Shout out to Lennox Lewis. Right there. That's me and Lennox Lewis. There's a long time ago when I was at HBO, but he was the last undisputed heavyweight champion. So that is me and Mr. Lennox Lewis back in the day. So he had the distinction of being the last undisputed heavyweight champion. That is no longer the case. Now it is Alexander Usyk, who is the undisputed heavyweight champion. So AP, who wins the rematch? I think that it's a good question. I think Usyk wins the rematch. I think Usyk will be better. It was a good fight. It was a really good fight, and I don't like Fury. That's just my personal thing. But he shows heart, man. When he gets knocked down, he shows heart. So Adam Hurley had Usyk winning by a slight. I had him by a point, and some of those rounds were close. So Exactly. So much praise is given to Fury for being Wilder, but he avoided Anthony Joshua for years. Maybe. Adam Hurley. That is an awesome picture. Talking about me and Lennox. Um, that is an awesome picture. Matthew, it wouldn't be a problem just because he's big, because this fight proved that wrong. This Tyson is a bully, and bullies always quit. Well, let's be fair. When did Tyson Fury ever quit? When did Tyson Fury ever quit? He didn't quit. He didn't quit in this fight. He didn't quit when he got dropped. He didn't quit against Deontay Wilder. So he can't help that he's bigger. He's just bigger than everyone, and he uses his physicality, which he should. So he doesn't quit. AP the Great, I believe Fury adjusts in the rematch. We'll see. Fury, his as much praise as his chin is given, Alexander Usyk is not known for his power as a heavyweight. He just isn't. And he had Fury in all types of trouble. All types of trouble. So he's got a good chin in the fact that he's never been stopped and he's been hit by some big punchers. But Alexander Usyk, excuse me, Alexander Usyk is not known for his power. And he had Fury as hurt as I've ever seen him. I mean, that punch that Deontay knocked him down with in that first fight, that 2-punch combination, he was like out and he came to, and he got up and wasn't wobbled. He was all over the ring. So this might be the most hurt I've ever seen Fury. AP, this is why I don't feel Fury will win the rematch. I think Fury is fading. It was one of the reasons why I picked Usyk to win, even though Usyk is older. What? Okay. AP, I know you're playing now. A chin is irrelevant at heavyweight. All right. I'm just going to, I know you're playing with that. He can't, I think he's fading physically. All the damage. Yes. Look, he got into the best shape in the last 5-6 years. He got in the best shape he could be in, but he's fading. He's fading. He's done a lot of damage to his body. He's taken a lot of punches. He's fading, and that's why I picked Usyk to win. I didn't care what kind of shape he was in. Look at his resume. He hasn't fought great fighters. He doesn't have this sterling resume, and I just think he's going downhill. He got dropped by Ngannou, and he wasn't in trouble. He got dropped by Usyk, and he was in all sorts of trouble. So his chin is failing him. I think he is declining. Tyson Fury, you can't deny it. He's declining. As great as that fight was, and it was as great as it was because of his heart, because he got in condition, he is declining. So that's why I don't think he'll win the rematch. Boxing Analyst, do you think fat is a cushion that protects you from getting hurt to the body? My wife was talking about his love handles, because when he was leaving the ring, that's a Tyson Fury in shape. So imagine that dude when he's like home chilling. T-Bear, what up, G? Usyk with a W. This must be something special for any Ukrainian looking for hope to see one of their own on top. Shout out to you. Like Roger Mayweather told you, you know about boxing. Yeah. You know what? I can't pick fights though. George, anyone can get hurt being hit in the head by, yeah, but bro, I know you're playing, AP. I know you are. To say a chin doesn't matter, I know you're playing. I know you wouldn't do that to yourself. I know you wouldn't, because look at Ali. No one had a chin like him. Lennox Lewis's chin folded on him twice and he lost fights. Yes, he came back to win, but he folded twice. Then he realized my chin is not that great. I have to use my strengths. Vladimir Klitschko, same thing. He was chinny and he realized it, and he changed his style. So, and he lost to Layman Brewster because so man, chin, yeah, trust me, a chin. Let me put that back up. All right, maybe I'm wrong. People in the chat, AP, my man, AP the Great, 28. Who else thinks that AP is right and I'm wrong? That a chin is irrelevant at heavyweight? Because let me tell you, a chin is very relevant. If Michael Moore had more of a chin, maybe he doesn't get knocked out by George Foreman. So, yeah, I know he's been down, but he hasn't been beat. He hasn't been beat. I know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong because it's having a good chin saved Larry Holmes when he fought Ronaldo Snipes, when he fought Ernie Schaefer's. Having a chin saved him. If he didn't have a chin, he would have lost both those fights. So, Andre, Usyk, the middleweight sausage with a tooth gap made Fury do the crip walk in the ninth. I'm so happy for Usyk, George. Yeah, look, Usyk fought a good fight, and it was a close fight. There's no doubt. It was a close fight. Fury, it's tough to get hit by 260 pounds, and I thought Fury hurt him a few times early in that fight. He hurt him a few times early. He hurt him a few times early, but Usyk, it wasn't looking good for Usyk the first half, and he came on, and that ninth round was just incredible. I have to watch that round again because I thought the ref gave him. It was at the end of the round, but I thought the ref gave Fury a lot of time to recover, a lot of time. So it was kind of a weird knockdown. Andre Usyk, a natural cruiserweight, beat AJ twice in Fury. I love Michael Spinks, but this is another level. Well, yeah, look, Michael Spinks, and I love that era, but Michael Spinks beat a very faded Larry Holmes, and I thought he lost the second fight to Holmes. So, and shout out to Michael Spinks, but yeah, Michael Spinks was not a great heavyweight, great light heavyweight. Fury's defensively irresponsible. Yeah, and Fury, I mean, it's just I think it proves my point that look, Deontay Wilder shot for shot is a much harder puncher than Usyk, like shot for shot. And he dropped Wilder Wilder dropped Fury 4 or 5 times, couldn't stop him. And that third fight he had him in some trouble, but I don't think I've ever seen Fury in as much trouble. I don't think I've ever seen Fury in as much trouble as he was in that ninth round against Usyk. And Usyk is just not a big banger. He's not a big banger. You can mentally quit and not physically quit. He knew he was losing. That's why he made excuses as soon as the fight ended. Well, look, man, you have your opinion. Fury didn't quit. That's because he was fighting even in the 12th round, which was another close round. Look, I don't care for the man either, but I'm not going to say that he's a quitter because he's not. Mike Leonardo, yo, what's going on, brother? Sergeant Z, U.S. Marine Corps. If you're a Marine Corps, my brother, shout out, hoorah to the Marines. George, the replay, my brother was a Marine. I should finish my sentence. George, the replay showed Fury was saved by the ropes 4 or 5 times before the ref decided to call the knockdown. I agree with that. He should have called it yes. That's very true. Because that's when you're supposed to call a knockdown, when the ropes stop you from going down. And Sergeant Z, you're 100% correct. Fury was going down, and if he calls it a knockdown. Then there's a lot more time left in that round. Maybe Usyk gets him out of there. That was some weird. That was a weird job by the ref there, and I don't know. I have to watch it. I'm not saying there's any conspiracy, but it seemed like he gave him a lot of time to recover. Fury, he was in. I mean, again, I don't think I've ever seen Fury more hurt. The way he just was wobbling and sagging. Man. TBR, it's relevant, but the more you have to use your chin, it deteriorates. For example, Holyfield wouldn't have been who he was without a chin. Same for Tyson. Frank Bruno put a beating on Tyson in their first match. Well, TBR. Bruno didn't put a beating on Tyson. Frank, are you kidding? He landed. I remember he landed a good shot. I wouldn't say he put a beating. I wouldn't say he put a beating on Tyson. Matthew, okay, maybe it's a better thing to say that when his bully tactics didn't work, he was doomed to lose. Well, maybe, and I do agree. He was later in the fight, he was doing more of that, trying to grab him and lean on him really blatantly and grabbing him and hitting. He really resorted to that towards the end of the fight. I can't wait to watch this fight again. And I did a video with my wife, my daughter, and they watched the fight. So my daughter's right there. Thank you, Avery, for watching the fight. And my wife, who already went to bed, it's 8:47 on a Saturday. She went to bed. Yeah. So I'm glad that they watched the fight, because I usually have some friends over, but my family, they're my friends, so they watch it. Andre, I had my own top 250 pound for pound list of boxing history, where a fighter such as Dave Shade, Pacman, geez. See, shout out to anyone who has a list like that, because I sure don't. AP the Great, to be fair, George, the punches you don't see hurt you the most. Very true. It's very true, but it's very true. Boxing analyst, Usyk versus Chisora. Oh God, please! Can we stop with Chisora and all those Brits? Like, can we stop? That's Tyson Fury's resume. It's his resume. Mike Leonardo, he beat him pillar to post in that 9th round. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. AP the Great, if Fury doesn't win the rematch, nobody beats Usyk. I can't really argue. I don't. Usyk's career is not over, but right now, I don't regard Usyk as an all-time great heavyweight. But that's okay. He's the best of his generation. He beat Joshua twice, and he beat Fury. Nobody else has done that. Nobody else has done that. So he's the best of his generation. And who can beat Usyk now? Maybe nobody. And Matthew, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so the Ukrainian doesn't have one punch knockout power, but Fury was more hurt in this fight. Then that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying he's declining. He's declining. Andre, this win is almost, not quite, but almost on the level of Harry Greb beating Gene Tunney in their first fight. You're going way back, man. I guarantee you most people don't know who Harry Greb or Gene Tunney, who they are, or that Gene Tunney was the man that put Jack Dempsey into retirement. AP, the Great Fury, you're not supposed to go into ring playing to get your chin checked. Defense is a part of boxing. This isn't barroom brawling. You guys must have some kind of... You guys must have something going on there. MAW, congratulations, Usyk. Bad luck, Fury. Smash that like button, folks. Yeah, make sure you smash that like button. I've been saying for the 8,000th subscriber. I've got like 7,970 something, but the 8,000 subscriber gets a 1992 May 1992 copy of Ring Magazine with James Toney on the cover. That happened to be on my desk a few weeks ago. So I'm trying to entice people to subscribe. Hey, Avery, you want to come on for a second? All right. So I got my daughter right here, Avery. Avery, say hello to everyone. So Avery,
Hi.
you watched the fight.
Mm-hmm.
You picked Fury before.
I did.
Now, how many fights of Fury's had you ever seen? Be honest. Like one. How many Usyk fights had you seen? None. Okay. So who do you think won the fight?
Usyk.
What'd you think of the fight?
I'm not gonna lie, it was a little boring at first, but got more intense.
Yeah, well, it was boring because Fury won the first half of the fight. So it got more intense.
Yeah.
So were you entertained?
I was.
You gonna watch more fights with me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You can. I'm gonna end this soon. But really?
Yeah.
Go to bed? You're 15. What the heck? A 15-year-old going to bed?
I usually go to sleep later.
Man. All right. Well, my wife's asleep. My daughter's about to go to sleep. Andre, my wife finally became a boxing fan after so many years. Good for you. Good for her. Mike Leonardo, Fury landed some. Fury landed a lot of shots. He landed a lot of good uppercuts. He really was digging to the body. Fury was digging to the body, and I thought he hurt him to the body. Unless, are you surprised his cut didn't reopen? Fury's cut, you mean? I am, but Usyk got cut early in the fight, but it didn't turn into anything. But I know Usyk broke his nose in one of those rounds, maybe the 8th. He broke his nose, and man, Matt is warring with people in here. MAW, Usyk is decorated. Expect comparisons to Holyfield, but a fighter is only as good as his own era, in my honest opinion. He is decorated. I mean, gold medalist, undisputed cruiserweight, undisputed at heavyweight. So there's no doubt he is a decorated fighter. I don't know what you're talking about. Matt's just going to war with everyone. Taking away from Usyk win. What's taking away? Because I'm saying Fury's faded? He is faded. He is faded. That's who he fought. That's who he fought. So, man, Matthew's just warring with people. Usyk's got some chin, no heavyweight champ against the real top dogs. Exactly. You need to have a chin. Sean Marcus, congratulations to the undisputed champion Usyk. I think that one's way behind. Sean also says, God bless you and your family, George. I appreciate you. Matthew, whoever said Usyk can't punch. Yeah, exactly. I just said pound for pound, Deontay Wilder's a heavier puncher, and Usyk had Fury in more trouble than Wilder did. Boxing analyst Warren and Fury trying to hype themselves up, saying Usyk went to the ER. What? Sergeant Z, USMC. I think Usyk isn't the best or top 5 heavyweight all time. I think he is top 1 or 2 a cruiserweight all time, but undisputed, both against killers on the road his whole career, makes him an all-time fighter. Look, he's had a great career. There's no doubt he has had he's had a fantastic career, a phenomenal career, and he's not done. Godspeed, Avery. Anthony Joshua's record is way better than Fury. You sound like Paulie. Not every time a fighter loses because there's client. The Ukrainian is just better. He was always better. Okay. And now I sound like Paulie, huh? Justice for all. Your wife got it right. It was a close one, but a good one. You look like me asking some questions to my wife, George. Yeah. Dan something. George being cute as a dad. Much love. Well, yeah. Gotta be a dad. It was a good fight for boxing. I agree. It really was, because it was a good fight. There was drama. There was drama in the fight. Matthew's going crazy. The Messenger 2-5. Wilder Fury when Fury was out cold. Yeah. But then he wasn't. And then he got back up and he won the rest of that 12th round, which is crazy. Andre Rodriguez, greatest warrior I've seen at this level since Evander. Not comparing anything else, just the warrior blood. That's Usyk. Yeah. Usyk won by 1 point. Now these clowns acting like he's the best thing since water. No, you know how people overreact. I mean, it was a close fight. It was definitely a close fight. Jay Rich, wish Fury would have pressed Usyk in the 6th. I think it was when he rocked Usyk and should have did it in 12 too, but he was obviously hurt and gassed. Yeah, in the 6th, like I wrote down that he shook him a few times. Fury shook Usyk a few times. Shook him twice badly. Yeah, that 6th round. I mean, I had it 5-1 Fury up to that point. So, yeah, it was a close fight. Oh, Messenger 2-5, my man, you're just living in the past. He wasn't. So he wasn't. Man, people are warring in these. Justice for all. I'm no pundit, but I think heavyweight level these days is far from the 90s. Yeah, I'm with that opinion. Matthew, I like your channel better than any other on here. You do a great job, George. I appreciate you, Matthew, and I appreciate your opinions. It's okay to have different opinions. You know, we're not supposed to agree on everything. Andre, hit the like button, everyone. This is George's channel, a true hardcore boxing fan and boxing knowledge channel. Hit the like button. Yeah, I know, analyst. The chat's getting heated. Like I'm paying more attention to the chat than I am talking about the fight. And you know, I am starting to get this technology down. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitch. Is it Twitch? And I'm on X right now. And of course YouTube. Messenger. In my opinion, Wilder gave Fury the most trouble. Yeah, well, I'm talking about he did give him a whole hell of a lot of trouble, but I never saw Fury wobble around the ring like he did against Usyk. I mean, he was in all sorts of trouble. Food fight. These guys acting like Usyk dominated Fury. No, nobody. I mean, I don't think is anyone saying that he dominated? No, he didn't dominate. He didn't dominate. He didn't dominate, but let me throw that back up there one last time. Throw that Lennox Lewis. Throw me and the champ. So when I used to be a producer at HBO. So sometimes the fighters will come to the office. Our office was 42nd and 6th in the city, and sometimes people would come. The fighters would come, and this was a Polaroid picture. If anyone remembers Polaroids, and he was I think in our cafeteria. So you just line up and take a picture with the champ, and that's what we did. I have I have one of me and Oscar as well, but that was the last undisputed heavyweight champ until tonight. Now we got a brand new address Wilder's autopsy. Man, you got people are going at it in these the messenger 215. Fury wasn't able to cheat, gloves not flop. He didn't see the KO power in Fury. Man, going back to that stuff. You know something? There's a way to doctor video, and I don't like Fury. I was rooting for Wilder in all those fights. But I just watched that second fight again. And I've seen pictures of those floppy gloves. When I watch the fight, I don't see those floppy gloves the way they are in those videos. But man, and again, I was rooting for Deontay in those Fury fights. So, well, it was a good fight, and they're still. Oh shoot! I forgot they're still boxing on tonight. There is still boxing on tonight. We got a lightweight. We got a lightweight fight, lightweight title fight coming up. So, woo. All right. AP the Great. Lennox destroys Fury and Tyson destroys Usyk. Talking about Mike Tyson. Yeah, I agree with that. I do. I agree. I agree 1,000% with that. Now, the Tyson after Buster Douglas does not beat Usyk. The Tyson before Buster Douglas beats Usyk. There are two different Tysons. Andre, he beat Fury to the points with a knockdown in between. A proper win. Domination? No. Such as Fury beating Vlad was not a domination. True. No, what happened is the little rabbit happens to be a wolf. Shown. I bet on Fury versus Wilder 1. Well, that was a draw, though. So that was a draw, Shown. So you didn't win money unless you bet a draw. Am I right? Am I right? All right, Jay, you got Navarrete by decision? Yeah. Oh, Navarrete, 8 o'clock. They say Mike Tyson wasn't a quitter until he quit. Yes, in that second Holyfield fight. Yeah, I think he was looking for a way out. But before that, he would take his beatings. Man, look, that stuff that had its day, and if Tyson Fury was guilty of any of those things, he should be out of boxing in a jail. He should be in a jail, and so should Mark Breland, by the way, because he did accuse Mark Breland of poisoning him. So, Deontay had his time. He had his time, and I think Deontay is he's a success story. Bruno definitely did not put a beating on my. Yeah. I don't know who. I forget who said that. Yeah, he dropped him twice in the first fight, and the second time was in that 12th round. Linda Woods, yes, you did. You did call it. You did call it. Split decision to Usyk over a week ago. Yes, you did. You sure did. They're saying Usyk broke his jaw. Usyk, you mean he got his jaw broken? You saying Usyk got his jaw broken? If that's the case, I don't know because I jumped on here, so I don't know what's. I don't think. I don't know what's been going on. I don't think people aren't saying Usyk can't punch. I was just saying that I think Deontay Wilder's a harder puncher than Usyk, and Usyk had Fury in. I mean, wobbling all over the ring. So that's all. Usyk's jaw is broken, and he still won the fight like that. Wow. If that's the case, that makes his win, according to Mike Coppinger, huh? Hmm. If that's the case, if that's the case, then that makes this win even sweeter if he could beat him. Yeah, that's true though, Matt. He sure was talking fine. So I don't know. All right. Well, AP Kovalev did get destroyed. Man, I have a picture somewhere. I did the first feature that HBO did on Kovalev back when he was light heavyweight champ. That was a long time ago, man. Over 10 years ago. No. Yeah, maybe 10 years ago. Uh he he hasn't fought in 2 years and then he gets in the ring with this guy and I think he should stop. But, you know, yeah, I could see a trilogy, although I just think Fury is just declining. AP the Great, I didn't know Kola. Yeah, well, he's not. I mean, he fought 2 years ago. He fought some no name cruiserweight and he beat him. And then he took 2 years off. He doesn't have Buddy McGirt in his corner anymore. So, um, yeah, I don't think he has a broken jaw either. But I mean, it really doesn't matter. He won the fight. If he does have a broken jaw, that's amazing. Jay, man, Opataya ruined all my parlays, not getting the finish. Yeah, he didn't he didn't look that great. He didn't look that great, Opataya. I was really riding the like his power, and I thought he was going to turn into something superhuman. And he's talking about going up to heavyweight. Man, Fury, yeah. I think Fury does have broken nose. AP the Great, 20 Georgia was part of the HBO Triple G Kovalev era. I sure was. I was there from 99 to 2014. So I interviewed Triple G and Kovalev and did a 24/7 with Tim Bradley in his first fight against Pacquiao. So yeah, I was there. I had a nice run. I had a nice run with HBO. I gotta find that Crusher photo. I don't think Crusher should fight anymore, but you know how boxing is. He probably will. But yeah, I had a good run. I mean, this picture was at HBO. Um yeah, had a good run and it's crazy. I don't live far from New York City, but the building that we worked out of it was on 42nd and 6th. That building that I worked in all those years and the building that was there all those years, it's gone. There's a building in place, but they literally knocked the old building down. They knocked it down. No, no doubt, AP. You know, you can't that's why you can't judge a fighter off one fight, good or bad. He had a bad night. But he was fighting a 39-year-old guy, a guy that he had already beat before. So, um, you know, Just I think maybe people should hold their horses, and he should not. He shouldn't. I don't think he should move up to heavyweight anytime soon. Matthew 2779. It doesn't always mean a fighter's in decline just because he loses to a better fighter. That's my point, George. I get it. I just feel like Tyson Fury got dropped by Ngannou, and Ngannou was an amateur. He was an amateur, and Anthony Joshua showed us that he was an amateur. So I just think he's had his problems with drugs and alcohol, and he's had weight issues. And he's taking a lot of punishment. Remember, he's taking punches from big dudes. So I think he is in decline. I really do. I'm not saying he's shot. He's not a shot fighter by any means. I just think he's in decline. So I'm not taking away from Usyk, because Usyk's older than. That's the crazy thing. Usyk is older than Fury. Opatai, my hitter at cruiserweight. Heavyweight is not a good look current. Yeah, I don't think she's that. Well, that's the thing, AP. It's like nowadays it's this knee-jerk reaction to everything. It's a knee-jerk reaction to everything. A fighter has a good fight, he's the best fighter ever. Fighter has a bad fight, he's a piece of crap. So AP, you're right. You can't, guy has a bad night. What does that mean? That mean he's terrible? I mean, I this is kind of cliche, but I go back to when Muhammad Ali was Cassius Clay and he got dropped by Henry Cooper, and people were like, "Oh man, he's got no chin." And then when he fought Sonny Liston, all those people are saying he's got no chin. He can't beat this. He can't beat this guy. This guy's a bum. He's got no chin. And turned out that he had the best chin in boxing. So yeah, one fight, you can't base things off one fight. Matthew, I would do more to share your channel, George. I think you're a good man. You're at least honest when the majority of people aren't. I appreciate that, Matthew, and it's okay. It's okay. Total blasphemy by it's okay. Like people have, unless someone's like is being an idiot. If you have a different opinion, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, look, I'm not saying he's not shady, and he's been around shady people. I'll say it again. I don't like him. I was rooting against him, big time, big time. So I'm you don't have to. I'm with you. Ooh, he 19 years old. Yeah, he's a good looking young heavyweight. Yeah, this is a one bad fight loss. Fans will delete your whole legacy. It's crazy. It's crazy, but that's what they are. Casual fans are quick to write a warrior off. Yeah, I mean, only Floyd did it. Well, I think a couple other fighters have retired undefeated, but not 50-0. But yeah, you can't just everyone, man. People are quick to jump on that hype train, just like everyone was on the Jared Anderson train. Like, oh, he's going to be the heavyweight champion of the world. Then he had a couple of bad fights, and people jump right back off. They did it with Anthony Joshua. Joshua, not until not that long ago, people were saying that he doesn't look the way he doesn't look like he's confident, but he fought his way back. So you can't just have a bad night and yeah, he's been around bad people. So yeah, you can't just write a fighter off when he's had one bad night. Marciano, yeah, I see you, Daniel. Marciano 49-0. One bad night doesn't mean that like Opatai. I think Opatai is the best cruiserweight in the world. I still do. Just because he didn't look sensational in this one fight, I'm not going to write him off. I'm not going to write him off. Linda Woods, if anyone knows of a Tyson Fury fight doesn't include leaning, headbutting, elbows, we'll let everyone around with you. It took me a second. ORWG. Those are bad. Those are bad initials to say. Like it's one round with George, but yeah. Nah. My take is that it's entertainment. You know what my take is, Messenger? My take is that Netflix is effing winning by doing this. They are winning, man. They are going to get people to subscribe. They are winning big time because people are going to subscribe. People are going to subscribe to see that. I think he's getting money, period, Tyson. So he's not going to. Tyson, little bits of Tyson come through in these. I was at the first press conference on Monday in Harlem, and Tyson was in a great mood, man. He was in a great mood. It was funny, you know. He was laughing at him at the stare down. The second presser, and I'm sure they told Tyson, like, get a little angry, but Tyson did get a little angry a few times, especially when he thought somebody was knocking him when they asked a question. So he's got that pride. I don't think there's any way he would take a dive against Jake Paul for money. So I don't know what it's going to be. All I know is Netflix, those cats are winning. How do you know the man is in decline? Just by what I see. Again, by the fact that Ngannou knocked him down, that he hasn't looked great in a long time. So that's my opinion. I think he's in decline as a fighter. George, who wins, AJ versus Fury? I don't know. Now suddenly AJ's the man, and like 6 months ago he wasn't. So I don't know. Joshua has looked good. He's looked good, but I'm not completely sold on him. I don't think they're ever going to fight. So it's really irrelevant. Glenn thinks Joshua smokes him. Man, Sean, man, don't make me sound old. I mean, I'm happy to be alive. So George has been in the boxing world for decades. Big ups. Yeah. Well, here's the facts. The facts are he got dropped by a novice, right? Tyson Fury got dropped by a novice. So let's talk about some facts. All right. Did he get dropped by Francis Ngannou last October? Yeah. Yeah, he did. Did he look terrible? Oh, my camera's getting all slow. Did he look terrible in that fight? Yes, he did. He beat Derek Chisora, Dillian White, retreads in 2022. Went life and death again with Deontay Wilder in 2021. And then we're going back to 2020. But Usyk, again, to me, and top this off with, he was more hurt by Alexander Usyk than I've ever seen him in my life. I mean, he was so hurt. So that's what those are the facts. I mean, that's what I'm basing it on, that he's in decline. Yeah, man, I know. I see you, man. AP the Great, guys are praising AJ off of Ottawa Lee and Jermaine Franklin and Francis win. Yes, see, that's the point. And I agree with you, but that's how it is, man. And suddenly, even though Hellenius, remember when AJ fought Hellenius, which was not that long ago, People were criticizing him, saying he doesn't look. It was a great knockout, but it wasn't great before that. Otto Wallin did nothing. He gave Tyson Fury a good fight in 2019, and then he did. I'm looking at his record. Otto Wallin fought nobody. Travis Kaufman, Dominique Breazeale, Rydell Booker. So I'm with you. You know, I don't think AJ is as good as those fights, and Jermaine Franklin wasn't a good fight, and Ngannou. So yes, he was a novice as a boxer. As a boxer, so he's yeah, he might have been a boxer in the gym, but he wasn't a boxer in the ring. His first fight was against Tyson Fury, so he was a novice. He was a novice. Boxing analyst, do you know why Richard Torres isn't a cruiserweight? Because there's no money. I'm guessing. He's a small heavyweight, man. He's a nice kid too. I've interviewed him before. He's a good dude. So I'm rooting for him, but he fights tonight too, right? So listen, I'm out of here, man. This was fun, and my throat hurts from screaming in that 9th round. I was screaming for Usyk to knock Fury out. I'll tell you, seeing Fury go down, I don't know, man. I've never met the dude, but I know people who have, and a lot of people say he's a good guy, but I don't particularly like him. AJ beat 2 D+ victories at MMA. Now he's a favorite over Fury. You can't make this stuff up. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And now like they're saying he's better than he's ever been, but you got to really look at the guys he beat, and he beat them convincingly. But just remember what happened when he fought, Ruiz the first time, and more importantly, when he fought Usyk twice. Salute to you, AP the great. Adrian Peterson, man, he was a great player. Man, he was a great player. All right. All right, Matthew's just warring. All right. It was a good night. We still got more boxing. I bet you my family won't watch these fights with me. My wife is already asleep, and my daughter at 9:23, she's 15 and she's going to bed. Come on, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I'm staying up. I'm going to watch some more fights. Peace out. Talk some more boxing soon.